This channel does not promote any violent, harmful, or illegal activities. All content provided by this channel is meant for an educational purpose only.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Dotto, what is the position?
Milord, but we are in Milord some difficulty. I'll tell your lordship why. But we have filed an application today. If your lordship kindly permits that application to be taken up, Milord, out of Milord, 14,000 and odd, 14,052 were the total candidates who are to be accommodated. Milord, we are unable to accommodate Milord. 1241 candidates.
Application to bear karo. 1241.
Out of 14,059, leaving aside Milord 1241, the rest has all been appointed. Now the difficulty for this 1241 is that we do not have matching vacancies for them. For example, if there is a say geography unreserved candidate, but for geography unreserved post there is no vacancy.
Mr. Dotto, we were told at the time of hearing that there are 5,401 vacancies. And the then Advocate General appeared and said that yes, these vacancies are there. And these had a very elongated process. Now you at this juncture, you also appeared, we requested you, you said that this will be hopefully done.
Yes.
But how long the court can wait, Mr. Dotto?
Well, the problem is, Milord, we cannot, Milord, go beyond the rules.
You will be going on in terms of our order. We have categorically stated that this adjustment will not affect the future process. What more you want?
Milord, to do that, Milord, I have to give appointments in posts which have not been notified.
No. How we proceeded. When the matter was being heard, there was a dispute. Initially, selection process was cancelled, then it was heard. Now, ultimately, it was told to us by means of 4 affidavits that this much of vacancies are there and this is my record, you direct pass issue. So we said that all right, with 5,401 vacancies, there can be no hindrance in giving appointment to that much of candidates.
So if your lordships are having the order, please have a look at paragraph number 39.
Yes, 39.
Yes. Para 39, the last 3 lines. Where it is, Milord, our fault that, Milord, we have not, Milord, assisted your lordships, Milord.
No, not fault. It was a conscious statement. It was not a fault.
Kindly have a look, Milord.
Yes.
Para 39?
Yes.
Last 3 lines. As there are in total 14,339 vacancies, there cannot be any hindrance towards inclusion of all candidates called for PT being 14,052 candidates in the merit list as against 14,339. But going by the numbers, Milord, no, there was no difficulty. But while applying it,
no, we asked that this issue may arise.
Yes.
This mismatching may arise in future.
Yes.
Then it was said that not an issue. There are 5,401 vacancies. 14,000 given, it leaves more than 20,000 vacancies. So after this, how can, and we have protected you, Mr. Dotto. If you come to your last order,
yes,
we have categorically stated that upon hearing the parties, we observe that there can be no restriction towards adjustment of vacancies under the relevant rules, and such adjustment would not affect any future selection process.
Milord, may I very, very humbly, Milord, just project my difficulty. But I have tried to.
Mr. Dotto, we can go into that, but once the state having said C, can they give us somersault? And who was appearing? The learned Advocate General of the state. He appeared for the commission.
Please don't consider it to be a somersault, Milord. We have tried to, Milord, implement your lordship's
requested.
Yes.
Your juniors were there. We requested that, are you making a conscious statement to that effect? We could have been told that there is a mismatching of vacancies.
Your lordships could have, yes.
You restrict it to 9,000 we are giving. But now, after this assurance was given, order was passed, you took steps to comply the order. Now, if you take a stand that I want modification of the order, I think that is a bit too late on the day. And whom are we to believe, Mr. Dutt?
May I say this, my lord? If your lordship my lord, looks into my lord, my application, one paragraph of my application, which is not on record as yet, it has been filed in the department. Only one paragraph, my lord, it's on record. Court told me it has come to
You file it.
today itself, my lord.
Because we directed appearance, you filed it today. We were told about this. Mr. Chattopadhyay told us you were not available on that date.
Yes.
He told us that now we are minded to file a what an applicant nomenclature in compliance. বলো না?
Can কত? Can 151.
Mr. Dotto, when we are saying that it will not affect the future selection process, put the blame on us that it is our court, the court which has said. And that was not just a go-by statement. It was on the basis of the arguments advanced. And what happens to these persons? Today, if a court passes an order and a matter is spent, we were initially very sympathetic that yes, state has taken up this issue, they are constant. We in fact kept them down that you don't open your mouth. Let us see whether we can solve the problem. But after now it will be an impression, then it becomes a mockery. Court passes an order and then after this. Anyway, if you want us to go into merit.
Vacancy was notified, I stated it. When it was notified, thereafter, then upon considering all nature of vacancy, the notification was published. Then the selection committee or the authority conducting selection was very much aware that I am to give appointment to such and such candidate. And when the argument was held, then none of the parties, either commission nor the state, has stated that we are facing such problems. Subsequently, an application, it was approached to us that we are feeling some difficulty in accommodating all. Kindly allow us to adjust. Although it is a contempt proceedings.
Yes.
So to solve the problem, we granted such permission that yes, you can adjust. Yet, commission and state is coming.
Now, please, Mr. Dotto, do you have the order of 4th September with you?
4th September 25.
25, yes.
Yes, sir.
Come, third paragraph. Today, Mr. Basu submits that till date no vacancy had been notified for any further selection process, and as such there can be no hindrance towards adjustment. Answering our query, Mr. Basu submits that such mismatch of vacancies could not be ascertained at the time when the appeal was being heard. It is only after steps were taken by the commission towards compliance.
Right.
It stood revealed from the records the appropriate vacancy to accommodate candidates had fallen short. Now, Mr. Bosumalik appeared, submits that unless leave is granted by this court for adjustment of the vacancies, appropriate follow-up steps cannot be taken. We said, this is our finding. No restriction towards adjustment of vacancies under the relevant rules had been brought to our notice by the learned advocates appearing for the commission and the state. No fresh selection process had been initiated and no vacancy had been notified for such selection process. In the said conspectus and as such adjustment would not affect any future selection process, we direct. What more can we say, Mr. Doctor? Now this order was reiterated in the next order of 24th February. When we again said that this will not be affecting the vacancies. Yeah. Now today you have come with an application. If we have to decide on merits, then again the vehicle goes now by the these are the last.
They really need to adjust.
Yes, exactly. Yes. That is what we have done.
Lying with you to adjust, make adjustment. In compliance with the order of the division bench passed in such and such.
That is always there. But my lord, not without justifying my action, kindly do not take it, my lord, as a argument to justify our action. But if your lordships look at it from another angle, possibly these 1241 candidates would not have made for appointment in the usual course. They would have been in the waiting list. But I'll not put forth this as a justification. I'll not put forth. Because if I had no vacancy then, and if there had not been any litigation,
There are 4 affidavits stating the number of existing vacancies. I think you have not been apprised of those.
No.
We took note, 4 affidavits
No.
by the commission.
subject wise, category wise, then the gender wise, all these factors.
that is
But we
done
have
in-
done our exercise. We have done our exercise. But after doing all the, in fact, not even after the initiation of the contempt proceeding, Milord, we have conducted, Milord, a counseling of 241 persons. Thereafter, Milord, we are not having the vacancies. Milord, there is no ill will of the state. We have no axe to grind.
Mr.
Only
Todd,
thing is, Milord, this is the difficulty where, Milord, for your lordships to consider again, Milord, not as a justification to avoid contempt, that ordinarily these persons would not have made it. Ordinarily.
that was not the submission before us. We passed an order.
Yes.
You started complying with it.
Yes.
Can we now, I can show you the Mr. Mukherjee's
Milord,
article.
I have read all these orders, Milord. I am quite conscious with that, Milord. Your lordship have been
Then Mr. Todd,
indulgent.
do something.
Milord, your lordship has been indulgent to us on very many occasions. I am quite aware of it. But, Milord, I am stuck in this, Milord, legal crossroad where, Milord, I am unable to, Milord, accommodate these 1241 persons.
So you mean to say that there is no vacant post for accommodating?
No vacant notified post.
Your advertisement itself notified.
Yes.
Your advertisement itself notified that there are so many vacancies.
Hmm.
Now, proceeding afresh for selection, commission published an interview list consisting of 15,000. They stated that there are this number of vacancies. Commission rechecked the particulars and detected irregularities on one season subsequently given. Now, এখানে কোথায় বলেছে না ভ্যাকেন্সিটাও বলেছিল।
My lord is looking into the 24th August order.
Parent order.
Yes. This, my lord, your lordships were
Yeah,
pleased
yeah.
to.
এটা তো সেই থেকে চলছে 2016 থেকে
মৌসুমীর কাছ থেকে চলছে।
on earlier round of litigation also this issue has not been
Yes.
raised.
Right.
This issue has not been raised.
This is being flagged possibly for the first time in the contempt proceeding.
No. When Justice Mousumi Bhattacharjee set aside and directed to continue from
Right.
this stage,
From that stage.
it is not that the vacancies were interfered. So vacancies were there.
Page 21.
Paragraph?
Paragraph 3. Paragraph 3, last portion. The total number of final vacancies excluding 10% reserved for parateacher was 14,339. That was mentioned. Before 15 days of the interview, my lord, the total vacancy was declared. My lord, kindly see para 42.
Para 42.
Commission has very
My lord, I believe paragraph 35. Your lordships has considered all the 4 affidavits of the commission and then
Thereafter, by notification dated 19 June 21, the interview list was published by the commission disclosing that total number of final vacancies excluding 10% for terra teacher was
14339. Paragraph 35, your lordship has elaborately dealt with.
Ultimate paragraph, para
বলেছিল
Earlier trouble was created by Mr. Sami filing the writ petitions. It's hard because
You should have taken it up
now
with
he
him.
has
For entering,
Entering
for entering, you should have taken up.
Yes, I don't understand when Mr. Sami mean in which color. Difficult for understanding.
All right, Mr. Let us go by the.
I am astonished.
Sudhir, please take your seat.
No, but that is the problem.
Yes, para 35.
Yes, yes. Milord,
Milord,
that's what I said, Milord. Going by numbers, Milord, it was projected before the court that these can be accommodated. But Milord, while working it out,
সেটা হলো কিন্তু আমরা তেমন এরকম
Not only my lord, number, class category, man
total
also
final vacancy disclosed by the commission
is 14,000
14,339.
it
excluding
is still today
10%.
the same situation.
So we
It is not that the final vacancy as was told to the court on that day, that is 14,339, is not there, is nobody's case. Today also the commission, the state sticks to this number 14,339.
14,052. Now, had there been any litigation in that event
They
also,
wouldn't have got. They wouldn't have got.
commission could have faced the problem to give appointment to the.
But I'll give a Lordship the exact figure today. Out of 14,399, 9,721 have been appointed, which means that today, Miller, the vacancy position is 4,598. But in
9,337.
no, total Miller 9,500 and 241. That is 9,741 candidates out of 14,059 has been appointed. Therefore, Miller, today I have vacancies of 4,598. So going by figures, Miller, the number is much less, but there is dearth of matching vacancies. This is where, Miller, we are stuck.
You suppose you can make adjustment of this. We are not telling you to eat up the vacancies.
No,
Adjust.
if in social group, suppose geography female. I don't know, we want to get the input from you and hence it. If you convert it to male and subsequent vacancy, if you convert to the female, then what problem?
Miller, in that case, where I'll be violating two things. One is, Miller, my present rule, that is Rule 10, which says that I have to fill up this subject-wise, gender-wise, category-wise, etc. And number two is, if I convert an unreserved into a reserved or vice versa, then again I go and militate against, Miller, the reservation roster. Again, Miller, there is another difficulty. Like in a ladies' college or school, I cannot provide a male teacher.
What is the problem?
No, rule to nahi. Rule baro na.
What is the problem? Gender equality is the same thing.
No,
No, what is the problem?
I cannot talk beyond the rules.
Beyond the, what is the problem? You are advocate. He is always stuck on the road. What's the problem?
Then we initiate contempt proceedings, Mr. We will decide your actions. So we issue rule, ask them to be personally present. If they cannot do so, what can be done? We are also helpless. We were never minded to call the principal secretary, never minded to call the functionalities of the commission. But the situation, it becomes a mockery. What does the people say? That court directed this, they started complying, now suddenly new point raised. So you could have gone at that juncture challenging our judgment before the Supreme Court that mistakenly we have made some submissions. Let the Supreme Court consider.
Milord, it was never our intention to either prefer an appeal nor violate your lordship's order. Milord, I am stuck because of this situation.
Then do it. Don't get stuck, you do it. You are there, you do it.
Not 6 SSPs were
And you say that in view of the observations of the court, we are doing this. Let it be done. Let our direction be challenged. In fact, we created the pathway for you. When they will get appointments, sir? 10 years litigation ultimately.
No, I quite appreciate
If
what.
today if state is on the basis that all right, let us see what happens. Now, kindly imagine, Mr. Dotto, after 10 more years of litigation. We are in a society. How long it can be? Doesn't it becomes a mockery, Mr.
No,
Dotto?
I am one of the
So,
stakeholders.
the court pass an order. We are complying. We are very good people. We are waiting. We are making this. Then we have to deliver something.
I am one of the stakeholders in this judicial system. Therefore, I cannot say that the court's order should be rendered mockery.
And
There
if
should
I
be
was placed, Mr. Dotto, we know the manner in which it was proceeded. But you also have your problems. We are not saying that you don't have. But the thing is, this does not go to the layman. Na. They will become age barred now. Become age barred.
Will not get pension.
They never get pension. They invite for 9 months of service already. They file a writ petition for condonation of 1 month. This way, how long can it continue? This way or the other?
ওই তো 14 নম্বর প্যারাগ্রাফটি তো আছে
কেন পিসমিল করছে?
It is failure, Mr. Dotto, pursue your clients.
Find any problem, Mr. Dotto. Now, if your officers are thinking what will happen in future, that is another thing. এটা কিসের সিলেকশন
এইখান থেকে অ্যাডজাস্ট করুন, যদিও ফিউচার ভ্যাকেন্সি আলোচনা কিছু করতেই হবে, উপায় নেই।
Now, how many persons are left to be for council?
1241
1, 2, 4.
বলছি তোমরা বললে কেন সেই সময় তো দেখি হিসেব
আরেকটা কি করা যায়, আমরা করতে চাই
এই অ্যাপ্লিকেশন ফেলে
অ্যাপ্লিকেশনটা কোথায়?
অ্যাপ্লিকেশনটা আসছে ওখানে ওই পেছনে
Yes, what do you say, Mr. Dotto?
Please have a look to one paragraph of my application and thereafter your lordship may pass me your
now it appears that Mr. Advocate General is willing to pursue his client. Earlier he was very kind-minded. Now I don't know.
So you are responsible for that.
I am not.
I agree.
I am not responsible. I am not responsible. He is responsible.
please have a look
Matter of 2 minutes there, what Mr. Dotto can do. Mr. Dotto has never requested me to see to this problem. What is Mr. Dotto is doing? I don't understand. What
Mr. Bandyopadhyay's
Mr.
client has
Kumar, you are there, Mr. Kumar. Principal Secretary is there.
Yes. Yes. Now let them come to court.
Yes, Mr. Kumar. We were told the Advocate General is here. The Advocate General is here. These vacancies, this mismatching issue has been taken. We have clarified in our order that mismatching, if any, this adjustment of these vacancies will not affect the government or will not affect any future selection process also. And in the backdrop of our observation, then what is the difficulty, Mr. Kumar?
Sir, this has come to my knowledge for the first time. Prior to this, all submissions were made by the SSC. the SSC has, in my humble opinion, I don't know, I may be wrong, but SSC had made a submissions that a direction be issued to the Commissioner School Education to give the matching vacancy. Sir, as far as I know, once a vacancy is notified and Commissioner communicates that to the SSC, the role of Commissioner ends there. After that is the SSC which has to take the examination, do the counseling and issue the appointment. Now, if any adjustment was possible, it is SSC only which could have done. And therefore, after first counseling, they have done, I think, total 8 counseling they have done.
Mr.
So they have
Kumar,
appointed several.
don't know whether you have gone through our judgment in its entirety of 28
Yes,
August.
sir, I have, sir.
Your state was represented, the commission was represented, the commission was represented by the ex-advocate general of the state, and we repeatedly asked him, this thing of mismatching, Mr. Kumar, which you are taking as the secretary, this ground we said that, all right, let it be safeguarded. The state should not face any further complications. As such, we said that you do this, this will not affect any future process, and on the basis of court's order, you are doing it. After that, if after
Sir, then,
an application of recalling is filed, this shows that if you dismiss the recalling, I will go to Supreme Court. If that is the attitude of the state, then Mr. Kumar, it
no,
becomes.
sir.
So when
No,
you
sir.
are a responsible
Sir,
person in that seat, why don't you talk with the Advocate General and settle the issue? It is a question of 1,541 vacancies. Settle the issue.
Sir, I have personally visited the Learned Advocate General's chamber 3 times with all the records, have, solicited his counsel. We have tried, sir. In fact, 241 additional appointments were issued by SSC. That is our honest endeavor to make this appointment. My Lord, the order that had passed was to do adjustment of vacancy within the law. So within the law, whatever we could do, we have done. Now, if we do any further thing, we will have to violate the existing laws. Until unless, the Honorable Court says that, you disregard these laws and then do the adjustment,
But this is
our hands are tied.
It is a perception which is being arrived at by the state authorities at a very belated stage. Your state councils were there. We were never pointed out, and whenever any issue is urged before us, we deal with the issue. And it was 4 affidavits were filed before us saying that there is no problem. Now, after this, if
Those
this
affidavits,
that I am not inclined,
those affidavits were filed by the School
By
Service Commission, my Lord.
reliance was placed by the state. I can name the advocates who have represented the state. And the commission was represented by the Advocate General. He naturally won't be saying only for the commission. He is the supreme legal officer of the state on behalf of the state. Whom are to we to
My Lord,
believe?
I am willing to comply.
Whom are to believe
I am
now?
willing to comply whatever the Honorable Court gives the direction, my Lord, but I just want my difficulties to be examined by the Honorable Court, and then whatever it is appropriate.
We have explained your difficulties, Mr. Kumar. We have substantively we have said. We even have seen the file which your secretariat placed before the Advocate General, and we have seen the file. We do not at this stage it is you do something. We have to proceed now, otherwise our order becomes a mockery. We are never interested to call you personally in court or to make any step. You are also a responsible government officer. We understand. We did not ask you to be personally present. The matter is pending for quite some time. Now, after this, Mr. Kumar, it is becoming impossible for us. We have to deliver. What more can I say?
No.
Doctor, Rule 8.
Yes.
I mean, your application can 147, Rule 8, come to Rule 8, Sub-Rule 1 and 2.
Oh.
It is the district inspector school who was authorized to prepare a report regarding number of vacancy in post subject group wise, subject wise, medium wise, gender wise, reservation wise.
Right.
Thereafter, the said report will be sent to the Director of School Education. Director of School Education shall obtain the approval from the state government thereafter the advertisement will be published. That means vacancy will be notified. I think this exercise was done before the advertisement was given.
Right? This was done.
So why now commission and state are facing problem to accommodate this candidate?
Milord, so far as Milord, the vacancies which were notified, there is no difficulty in those.
Yes, so you match it with the other vacancies.
Milord, please consider the situation that nobody had come to court. Then also, Milord, these 1241 would not have got appointment.
No. Had there been no adjustment to this effect, which is being suggested,
No.
Commission told us.
Yes.
Commission told us that you kindly clarify this issue. Suppose today there is an assistant teacher in geography in a female school, you convert it into an assistant teacher of Bengali in a geography in a male school, and this conversion which you are making would prejudice the female candidate because you
Yes.
are converting that.
Yes.
Now this female candidate in the next selection process, that male candidate vacancy will be uploaded. Now the prejudice which you at best it may suffer, that is for the court to consider.
Milord, your lordships may kindly consider Rule 12. Kindly have a look to Rule 12 now.
Or to place your application, then we decide it on merits.
Yes. But only one paragraph, Milord. Kindly have a look, para 14.
You have given copies.
Hey,
Copy,
this is-
Mr. You have got it.
Well, we have received online today.
It has been served just
আছে, খোলা আছে।
সেটাই খুঁজে বেড়ায়। Can one, five can one,
এই আগের ক্যানটার নম্বর কত?
one,
Milord, my can is 151.
Just 1 minute. Milord, one thing can I say? Just,
phone number হলো
Milord, just one thing can I say? Let him argue. I don't mind. Just one thing. In the advertisement itself, they have said vacancies are 14,088.
Yes. 14, yes, we too.
14,088. Eastern region 1862. Northern region 6161. Southern region 2409. Western region 1735. Southeastern region 1920. That's at page 84. Page 84 of the SPF. Earlier proceeding, main proceeding, Milord, they have described.
The notified vacancy was how much? Advertised.
14,088.
Uh-huh.
14,088.
তারপর আবার ফিউচার কিছু ভ্যাকেন্সি যোগ হবে
This was the notified vacancy.
Notified vacancy.
Hmm.
And at the time of Milord, after the within 15 days before the interview, vacancies were 14,339.
Huh.
yes
Correct.
Hmm.
Now he is submitting that 9,000 somethings have been given the appointment.
Hmm. Yes.
So naturally, Milord, gap of difference of 5,000 are there. 5,000 are there. They have not justified that. Now 14,088 has been worked upon on the basis of the reports of the district inspectors. And in terms of the rules, Milord, they have complied with. Now any stand is taken to contrary to this is bad. And my lords, I have already observed this is a stand from the court of the Justice Mostly Bhattacharya. After 10 years, you can't say that no, these are the vacancies are not there. Number one. Number two, already Milord, your lordships have made all deliberations. Why did you say I am not on that?
notified vacancy 14,088 তারপর একটা কি ভ্যাকেন্সি যোগ করে হলো 14,330 ওটা এখানে ইয়ে আছে এই যে সেলসেন রুলটা হচ্ছে পেজ 47 ইয়ে
More laptop.
can one
এইটা কিসের আছে?
এটা মেল স্টে অ্যাপ্লিকেশন অ্যাপ
Can one?
হ্যাঁ
Can, that was, which figures I have given that is can one. An application for stay of operation of the order at page 84.
In which matter? Can one?
Mat 655.
No, can one in the appeal court.
Page 6. Yes. But I will supply the copy of the two pages.
No, Mr. Bandyopadhyay, let us understand what.
No, I'm just, he will
14,339 was the total number of
total
vacancies.
number.
Hmm.
9,000 something. He has said that he given the appointment. There were 5,000 differences are there. Now your lordship's order was there to fill up these vacancies. The 5,000 vacancies are there. Second, my lord. Second thing is this: the order which has been passed by judgment and order has been filed by your lordship. Passed by your lordship. 6 SLPs were filed by different parties. SLPs were dismissed. State had did not prefer any.
SLP was preferred against our order.
Yes. 6 SLPs. These are the orders. All dismissed.
3 reviews, 6 SSC.
That does not make me happy suddenly. You need not say that.
And Mr. Samim was on that side.
No.
So he opposed our judgment.
My
Just a minute. Now, whatever the contention, second similar SL dismiss, state did not choose to file any SL. Or state did not say even before the Supreme Court, no, it is impossible for us to work out.
Then who preferred the SLP?
All unsuccessful candidates. All unsuccessful candidates. Appeals were dismissed.
State did not prefer any appeal.
Yes, Yes, I was there. One after another. And all the important senior counsels appeared on behalf of them. State was also represented there.
The final vacancy shall be published.
And thereafter, a review petition was filed before the Supreme Court. Now, thereafter, review petition was filed against that. Review petition also dismissed by the Supreme Court.
Now then what is their problem? They are saying that we cannot adjust.
Your lordships have already observed it is too late for this state.
No, we are saying, let us understand,
My lord.
out of 14,000 and odd vacancy, 9,000 and odd have been appointed. So 5,000 vacancies are there. Now in these 5,000 vacancies, these 1541 remaining candidates cannot be accommodated. According to them, since there are no matching vacancies to that.
Very nice. That is the reason your lordships have made a pathway by your lordships order.
No, we said that this matching issue was never the case.
Also, further conversion that adjustment.
Yes,
that
sir,
the lordships have said. Now the point is this: rule cannot be violated. It is a absolutely a omnibus submissions. I am saying, Lord, rule carry forward rule is the also well accepted principles of law. In a case of reservation, let's if an adjustment has been made, either today's vacancies or tomorrow's vacancies, there is no problem. What they want, the subject-wise teacher should be appointed. That is the reason. That if the reason that is complied with now because of the conversion, state will not face any difficulty. I cannot be on rule. If that is so, why did you not give it? Two laws are there.
So,
can I just 1 minute? Can I make I will finish it. Can I make two submissions? One submission, Miller, kindly see, there are two laws are there. One is generated. Origin is the Assembly or Parliament by rules are there. Another law is made by the court. You can't ignore that law. You cannot show, no, court's order, court's law, I will not implement because my law is there. Your law has already been placed and court has considered everything. But last point I am asking. Last point. In a disposed of matter, no miscellaneous petition is maintainable. Today, what they are asking for? They are asking for change of your lordship's order. And in a contempt matter, they have filed this application. They have not filed the application in connection with the
Original main appeal.
main
The
appeal.
application in
No, main appeal. Now, main appeal, kindly see main appeal. Main appeal is concerned. Today, it is disposed of.
this miscellaneous application has been filed in connection with the main matter.
Main matter. Now, in connection with the main matter, kindly see. Today, main matter, no order can be passed at all. I am submitting that. That is final. And it is also not maintainable. Milord, your lordship knows that Brahma's case 1984. That has been made clear. No miscellaneous application.
Mr. Dotto, why, if we say that we are granting you permission, then what stakes do you have? We are granting
Please have a
you
look at paragraph 14 of my application.
Mr. Subik Chandra is there.
paragraph,
And we are having a big stopper now. The summit.
paragraph.
Look at paragraph 14 of my application.
This is an application for appropriate order in connection with the MAT,
Yes.
in connection with the main matter, taito? Main appeal.
Main writ appeal.
So it is a 28th August 2024 order for which this application is being filed
Filed.
about 2
Yes.
years thereafter.
Yes.
Yes, which paragraph, Mr. Dutt?
Milord, please have a look at paragraph 14 of my application. What application?
70.
বলো কিছু কারণে বলো প্যারাগ্রাফ 14
Yes.
So from G.
দাঁড়াও।
14J on what?
So application for 48 order. So last application.
No,
Paragraph
this is not ours. This is not ours.
you use this. The
এই বলুন না কি সাবমিশন করালে পুরো কন্ট্রারি টু ইয়ার এফিডেভিট দেখাবো না? Hypothetical situation.
প্যারাগ্রাফ 14 এ বলে দিয়েছি জিওগ্রাফি
hypothetical একটা
hypothetical number of leftover vacancies is higher than number of candidates yet to be recommended, but the applicants are recommending names of 1241 candidates of 1 to 4 for example
for example. এক্সাম্পলটা কিন্তু আছে।
খুলেছে ফর এক্সাম্পল কি হয়েছিল এই পানের জন্য হয়েছে। পালিয়ে গেল, পালিয়ে গেল। For example, while there are 168
In geography, upper
168
primary Bengali medium. Example, so there are 168 listed candidates. Whereas there are 45
male female,
male female available vacancies.
that is
As a comma.
whereas in Bengali upper primary, Bengali medium
Whereas
under ST,
CST under the CST category. There are actual not person vacancy Bengali আর geography লোক।
এখন ওয়েট লিস্টেড লোক ঢুকছে কেন সেটা নিয়ে গল্প করছে। এমটা কত, এমটা other than in such cases remain available. However, waitlisted candidates also belong to reserve cannot be added on account of the lower. নতুন গল্প শুরু করছে। Yes, Mr. Dodd.
The lordships have gone through it, Millard. But Millard, primarily kindly have a look to Millard, subparagraph H.
H.
Yes.
Yes.
After appointment of 9,741 candidates, total 4598, that is 14,399 minus 9741 vacancies are available as on date. I have these vacancies, 4598. Then please take L. It is humbly submitted that the number of leftover vacancies is higher than the number of the candidates yet to be accommodated, but the applicants are unable to recommend the names of so and so, that is 1241, that is 1482 minus 241 candidates for want of matching vacancies. Now, this is our case. Now, I do not know why Mr. Bandyopadhyay has made this submission. Please have a look to Millard, the application which was filed by Mr. Bandyopadhyay's client in this proceeding.
No, kindly read the hypothetical example you have given.
Yes,
In geography upper primary
Yes.
Bengali medium,
yes,
there are 168 waitlisted candidates.
right.
Then while there are 45 male female available vacancies,
Yes.
we don't understand how you are explaining this.
Millard, in geography, upper primary, Bengali medium schools, there are 168 waitlisted, both male and female candidates. Now, whereas in Bengali, yes, in Bengali, there are 45,
ST candidate.
no, sorry, I'm sorry. In geography, upper primary Bengali medium, there are 168 candidates, whereas there are only 45 available vacancies.
45 available Bengali medium vacancies.
No.
Then
Bengali is the next example.
No, in geography there are 168 waitlisted.
Right.
This 168 comes within 1251.
No.
The persons who are remaining to be called
Yes,
to
yes,
counseling
yes,
is
yes.
1241.
Yes.
Then out of 1241 is the 168
It is in
waitlisted
geography.
included.
Yes.
Then how your calculation comes? Whereas in Bengali upper primary Bengali under ST there are 381 vacancies.
Millard, first is Millard geography,
Acha.
which ends with 45. For example, I read it once again.
There are 45 male female available vacancies.
Right.
So there is scope now, according to your calculation, 45 persons can be considered.
No. Please permit me to place thereafter. Whereas In Bengali, upper primary Bengali medium under ST male female, there are 831 numbers of available vacancy. Now this is the vacancy position. Then by dint of the rules, the applicants are unable to accommodate the remaining waitlisted selected candidates of geography, that is 168 numbers, under male female category to the remaining vacancies of Bengali UP Bengali medium under SC/ST category. Or in other words, if I am told that you exchange between geography and Bengali, could I do so? I cannot. That is what is being projected.
So who has asked you to adjust geography
So
with Bengali?
Yes, this could be one of the ways. It is not possible. These are only examples given. Without the example also, Milord, my simple case is I have vacancies much more than Milord the candidates, but Milord, because of this difficulty, I cannot.
No, that difficulty is not being cleared to us. That difficulty is not being cleared to us. Yeah.
সেটা তো এভাবে লেখা নেই, তুই যেভাবে বলছিস।
It is not clear to us.
Yes, yes,
Your example is such so that you
Milord, your
are
lordship
going to appoint a Bengali teacher
Yes.
in the post of geography or vice versa.
Milord, your lordship may kindly take, Milord, the application by School Service Commission also. Milord, the School Service Commission's application is CAN 1.
Can one in connection with which one?
No, it's annexed to my application also.
Contempt.
Yes.
Can one in contempt?
Contempt.
Milord, in my application, I've annexed a copy of, yes.
Which is the page?
Milord, it starts from page 22.
222.
Page 22. Only 22.
20. What is this? This is a can in commission scan.
The first one which my lord has passed an order.
Acha, in connection with the contempt. Yes.
25.
Now, in this can, Milord, your lordship may kindly take paragraph number 6 or 5 at page 50. 50.
Para 5.
Para 5 at page 50. 50.
Yes.
In compliance with the judgment, the commission prepared and published the final list, that is within 4 weeks as was prescribed by the division bench. After eliminating few ineligible candidates, further compliance of the judgment, the commission took up the task of holding counseling and recommending all merit listed eligible candidates who successfully appeared for interview. However, in order to comply with all necessary statutory requirements of the rules, the commission was unable to complete the counseling recommendation of such candidates within the stipulated period of 4 weeks. However, in very short succession, the commission has concluded 5 phases of counseling recommendation, each which commenced on and from 3/10/24, conducted for impaneled candidates on so and so dates for the waitlisted candidates due to absence or refusal. The commission also have taken steps for commencement of the 6th phase of counseling. By the 5 phases of counseling already concluded, out of all merit listed candidates, panel plus waitlist, the commission has already called 12,482 candidates for counseling and has recommended 9,464 candidates. Out of 12,482 candidates called for counseling, 3,018 candidates were either absent or did not choose or any school, that is 3,018. Then 6 is important. Your applicant states that they are eager to comply with the direction of the Honorable Division Bench. However, after completion of 5 phases of counseling, the commission is now facing difficulty in complying with the direction to recommend all merit listed candidates who successfully appeared for interview. The commission is unable to call for counseling and recommend the remaining 1,482 waitlisted candidates for want of subject-wise, category-wise, medium-wise, gender-wise matching vacancy. The commission has already complied with 90% of the direction of the Honorable Division Bench. The commission is unable to recommend all the said 1,482 candidates, which is approximately equal to 10% of the total vacancies in order to complete the counseling and recommendation of the remaining waitlisted candidate. In accordance with law, the commission requires subject-wise, category-wise, medium-wise, gender-wise matching vacancies, without which it is impossible to call for any candidates, etc. Now, my lord, this 1482 has now come down to 1241 because of another counseling which was done in during the pendency of this contempt application. Now, this is the figure in May 2025.
Now, out of 1482, now what remains is 1241.
According to me, because there was another set of counsel.
So, out of 1482 minus 1241, those quantum has been given recommendation. Yes. Anything else?
So, my very respectful submission is, in a contempt proceeding, I can make a lot of submissions. I will not go into that. I will not go into
Exactly. That is what we are wanting you to do.
Yes. No, kindly do not expect me to do that. As I have said, I am a stakeholder over here. But, this is the difficulty. Now, whatever your lordships directs,
We
we'll
have
follow.
already directed, Mr. Dotto. What more will we direct? Tell
The
us.
problem is 2 or 3.
Acha, you tell us what we will direct. Tell us that you write this line, I will comply. Tell us.
That I
We will not record your submission.
No.
I put up the mic. You tell me. It is
the categories, possibly figure matching was not appropriate without subject wise, grade wise, category wise, gender wise matching. This was not told to the court. But with due deference, I am saying this. But had this been brought to the notice of the court could have, changed the order in the manner it was required. Now, today also, I am saying the same thing. That figures.
tell us, Mr. Dotto, that you let the court say this thing. In that case, we will do it.
Then, may I project my difficulty. Today, I cannot, ask the state as an advisor of the state that you allow these persons to be accommodated in future vacancies.
We are not asking you to do so.
That I cannot say.
Court is asking.
Yes.
Court will say. And we have made it clear, Mr. Dotto, in our order, that you do this. If you face any problem, it is responsibility of court. What more can we say to us? I think your junior has not brought your notice what we have said.
In the subsequent orders, during
In
the contempt
subsequent
proceeding.
order, we have clarified that state is facing this problem.
Yes.
And we have been apprised of this fact. And as such, we are seeking. As such, we are wanting that this can be done by the state, and this will not create any sort of precedence.
Order dated.
In September,
14.
14 September, 4th September.
Exactly. 4th September.
We have said no restriction towards adjustment of vacancies under relevant rules had been brought to our notice by the learned advocates for the commission and the state. No fresh selection process had been notified, initiated, and no vacancy had been notified for such selection process in the said conspectus, and as such adjustment of vacancies would not affect any future selection process. We direct the commission and the state to do this. What more you are required to?
After this, 241 was
1,241. No. That was pending at that time. That is 4th September 2025.
This is on 4th September. After 4th September, Millard, we had
Matter came up on
conducted
30th
counseling of
4th September at Port Elokovic.
kindly comes back to Millard my
27.
paragraph 14. Please come back to my paragraph 14.
3 counseling held.
No.
Inter counseling.
No. Hey.
Can at best happen. Today there is no selection process initiated. Suppose you match the vacancy taking into consideration a vacancy existing in say Rampurhat school. Now the right of a person to challenge your subsequent notification, when they will get the right? They have nothing to agitate, nowhere. So what is the problem? Future vacancies you take, ratify it from the court. You say that in view of court's direction, we have taken so many vacancies and matched them with the existing merit list, and those vacancies will be in the next selection process.
And power to carry forward is there. You can carry forward.
Millard, kindly have to look to the rules, Millard.
Rules you need not go, Mr. Dotto, when we are saying that you take it from a future selection, from existing vacancy, you convert. No one has acquired any right in respect of the pool of vacancies which are lying with you. That
I
right,
get your lordship's point. I get it. Very well, let me speak to Mr. Kumar and come back.
Mr. Kumar is here.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Kumar, then you hold the counseling.
Milord, I'll sit down with the Learned Advocate General and we'll see. Ma'am, sir, we do want to comply and help these boys.
Yes.
We have explained to your Advocate General. We have explained to your Advocate General, Mr. Kumar. Anyway, you are a responsible officer. Tell us, Mr. Dotto.
But give us a week's time and let me talk to him and come.
Don't take any election issue, Mr. Dotto. This council
Election issue I had to say also.
no.
I had to say also.
You know election issue. You tell us, and then you say that you will be doing it within this. This is not this will not be.
Milord, just one thing. So if we have to start there are 3 things. One is subject, the other is reservation status, and the third is gender. In anything, like for example, if I have to change the reservation status, the procedure is that I have to move the backward class welfare department. And if I am changing.
No, Mr. I think we are not clear. We are not asking you to take any step for conversion of the vacancies. We are saying that you fill up the ST post today in view of our direction, and you will fill up a matching vacancy in the future selection process. So this will not call for conversion. I don't think, subject to what your Advocate General would be advising.
So your available vacancy is to be carried forward, are to be carried forward. Rule 19.
But that is where unfilled will be carried forward for the next.
Carry forward.
My lord, if I have today waitlisted candidates, say in the general category, and available vacancy is say in the ST category, I have to convert. How do I carry forward? I fail to understand, my lord.
No, we are not asking you to convert. We are saying you take another general category candidate from the vacancies which
Future. Or
which
from
are
the future,
published.
if I have,
Hmm?
if I have to dig into future vacancies, still I'll have to go to the finance department.
Future vacancies, that is comes when you are notifying the vacancies, Mr. And the problem which you are thinking is remedied by our order, that we are saying that it will not affect. What
My
more
lord,
protection can we
my
give?
lord, I'll have to refer to your order only and then go and get the concurrence of the finance department. The finance agrees, I'll have no problem.
This you could have done for during the last 2 years, Mr. If our patience is tested like this, then it becomes a bit difficult for us. It is not that the problem is coming up today. This is a judgment delivered in the year 2024. And think about these candidates. How long they can come to the doors of the court.
My lord, in the last order,
Model
in the last order, the Honorable Court had observed, in the light of the submissions made by the advocates, that there's no difficulty. That was not a finding of the Honorable Court. Now that I am personally here and I have heard your things, now that this is the finding of the court.
It's a finding. We have stated that this will not be affecting. We have stated. Now, then it is up to, now if you say that I am not in a position to do so, then the usual process will follow, Mr. Mr. Dotto, when you will become?
We'll keep it sometimes next week.
Next week.
You tell us when you want. When you will sit with your Mr. Kumar secretary and other person.
6 to 10. 6 to 10. Next week.
Well, maybe 8th April, subject to your lordship's business permitting.
8th of April. 8th April only fixed for us, na? আমরা সেটা তাহলে বসবো না। 8 তারিখ থেকে। Pursuant to your earlier order.
At this one.
If the problem solves finished, otherwise we take.
Probably a loss has forgotten because of matters. We had drawn another violation of the order. This is one aspect your loss is dealing with, it's okay. If your losses kindly come to the judgment of your losses judgment.
Mr. Sandal, we will tell it, we will see it on 8th. We have tried to convince them. If we are not passing any order because we don't want to create any further stepping stone.
We pointed out your lawsuits that on the last.
If it so happens that Mr. Dotto comes back and says that we cannot let the court consider my application and pass necessary order. We hear him.
All right, next week, the next day.
If the
several types of contempt.
We understand, Mr. Sandal, but all of them leads to the appointment to the post. This is the ultimate. Then Mr. Dotto, if you, whatever we have interaction we had, when you are coming on 8th, you take the final decision that whether we are doing this or not doing this. We will consider your application and pass final orders on.
My lord, Mr. Bhattacharya is appearing for the appellant. Mr. Bhattacharya is appearing for the appellant. This application is filed and served upon us just 10 minutes before today.
পরের দিন হবে
I allow us to file.
আরে কি বলবো একে বল
পরের দিন তো হবে
he wants to file opposition
I don't do that.
file your opposition matter goes beyond the
he has
no বলছে তো
he is not understanding the implication
why he not under
পরের দিন দেখিস পরের দিন করিস
position
আরে বাবা
pursuant to the
all
earlier
want order to be complied with nothing else
we have extensively heard Mr. Dotto, the learned Advocate General, appearing for the alleged contemners. Mr. Dotto. Okay. Pursuant to the earlier order, pursuant to our earlier order dated 24th February 2026. The Principal Secretary of the School Education Department, the Commissioner of School Education, the Chairman of the Commission and the Secretary of the Commission are present before, have appeared through video conferencing. In course of hearing, Mr. Dotto, learned Advocate General, appearing for the alleged contemners, alleged contemner number 3 and 4, has prayed for a short accommodation to obtain further instructions towards compliance of the order of this court. In view of such submission, list the matter for further consideration in the daily supplementary list of this court on 8th April as fixed at 2 p.m. Stop. As fixed at 2 p.m. Mr. Dotto, if ultimately something happens, you please come with a communication to that, and the time you will take for completion of the counseling.
May I draw your losses attention to one thing? Would you losses can take it up on 7? Because I tell you losses 9 and 10. No, on all the 3 days, the SSC's matter throughout. Oh, and then so. Definitely.
Oh,
I didn't know.